Plain flour, 275 grams, 100 of suet, couple of eggs, 50 mils of milk, and a good spoonful of baking powder. It's really, really, really easy, and it's one of those things that people forget how easy it is. I put all the dry ingredients in first, and then start to mix them together, just nice and slowly. This is your trick, and I think it's right to do this. Rather than just breaking your eggs into the bowl, one, you don't want to put a bit of shell in there. The other thing is, if you actually crack your eggs and put your milk in, you know that the mixture is mixed together and it's going to be right. So dry ingredients first, wet ingredients, a little tiny pinch of salt in with our eggs and our milk, and that's it. In you go.
All of it?
Yeah, the whole lot. Pretty confident.
Pretty confident.
And then it comes together really quickly to become a dough, and let it work. But don't work it too much, because the flour, you don't want the gluten to work out, you don't want it to be tough sponge.
No, and it can go tough quite quickly, actually.
Done. So that's our dough, all sorted. And then I'm going to put this on a bench and roll it out. The thing of the jam roly-poly is, it is a jam rolled inside dough.
You want a little bit of flour on there?
Tiny bit of flour, but not very much, thank you. So if there's a little bit of the mixture left in the bowl, just massage that in so it's all together. And it's nice and dry and easily, very, very manageable. You don't want it to be too much flour on the bench, because if you put too much flour on, then you end up with this gluggy mixture. And it's got a little bit of texture to it because of the suet. Don't worry about that, that's how it should be. You take the dough and start to push it out with your hands, and then pin it. And what we want is we want a rectangle, because we want to be able to roll it into a decent size, and it shouldn't be too thick. It should be quite thin. So away we go.
We're going to put jam in the middle, but you can do, I mean, you could put whatever you wanted. You could do like almost like a spotted dip, couldn't you?
Yes.
You could do chocolate chips in there.
Yeah, but the thing is as well, although this is, if you consider it, there's no sugar in here, so this could also be savoury.
Yeah.
There's no reason why you can't have something savoury in here. It works just as well. I might just need a tiny bit more flour.
Okay.
That's all right. And then you should straighten the edges up so that you get more of your rectangle. A little bit there. Got the length I want, so it's about the length of a rolling pin, and then we get there we are. So this little rectangle, it doesn't matter if it's absolutely not completely perfect.
No.
This is extraordinary, because what I usually do is put a piece of paper and then foil, but this is foil with paper on it, which is great. So you take a good sheet of that, and then you can lift that up out and put it on the mixture. And the reason you've got to do this is, once you've rolled it, you don't really want to have to pick it up again.
No.
If you don't have this fancy stuff, a piece of paper first, a piece of foil afterwards.
Greaseproof paper and a piece of
Foil. Don't need to grease it, nothing at all. It's fine because of the suet. A good amount of jam. A couple of spoonfuls here and there, and then give it a nice little spread around. And go right to the edges. I'm using cherry jam.
Yeah.
Because we've got some cherry jam left over.
And I am a massive fan of cherries.
You are. It is on the top 150 list.
Yep, it is.
Then you pick up the end, and you just push down the first bit and tuck it in with your fingers. So you start your little roll up, and then just pick this up and keep on pushing so it's quite firm, and keep on pushing, and if you want to use your fingers you can. Just bring it back to the start. Keep on pushing, roll it over until you've got the end seam, and then sit the end seam up. And that's it. There might be a little jam roll out, that's fine.
Okay.
It's fine.
While you're rolling that, I'm going to get the custard on.
Jam, you're making nice custard.
I know, I'm making cheat custard.
Go on.
I'm making custard from a tin.
Yay!
We've made a beautiful roly-poly. Just need it from the tin. Or a carton. You know, it's lovely to make your own custard, but sometimes tinned custard or a jar of custard is the way forward.
But also, if you actually, you know, you've got the things in the cupboard. If you think, really, we've got some suet, which is in the cupboard, some flour, a couple of eggs, a bit of milk, and then you decide you want a dessert, and you've got a jug of jam, this is great for this time of year because it's really quick and easy. Now, the thing about this is cooking it. So jam roly-poly needs to be steamed. It's a steamed sponge. And we've come up with an ingenious way of doing it. So in the oven, what we've done is turn the oven on, and in there, put a tray half full of water. And just using the actual rack from the oven is where the jam roly-poly is going to sit. And that sits on top of that steamer, like that in the oven, and it cooks away for 2 hours at about 160. So it steams gently, but not with the fan on. The fan needs to be off.
Right,
Otherwise
okay.
it'll dry out and it'll bake.
Okay. And so that is very low, 160.
Yeah, but in a way, if it's baked, it's fine. I mean, it's sort of like a baked, you know, suet pudding. That's not a problem at all. Our custard is on, and we're not going to wait 2 hours. We've got one already done.
We have.
Right. A little nice traditional plate, a lovely traditional jug for our custard.
Yep.
We take the jam roly-poly and just unwrap it. This one, you just let it sit for a little bit so it's not too hot. And the jam has come out a little bit, but that's fine. And just going to open that up. And you see it's gone a little bit baked because of the fact that it's been in the oven, and our tricky bit. But inside now we've got a lovely swirl of jam.
Look at that. I'm just going to pour that custard into our jug.
Take a nice big piece off for our plate.
That's just for me, that jug.
There. And a couple of nice slices of jam of our roly-poly. 1, 2.
I mean, I think I need to just try this.
Well, I think it's a good idea, darling. Roly-poly. 1, 2, 3.
Absolutely delicious.
That goes on there. What's not to like?